in Afghanistan?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And why is that?
Well, I think when you have people like the Taliban who would forcibly take control, and we need to go in there and kick them out. Yeah.
Okay. And our troops over there?
Well, I don't support the circumstances that got them there. I believe the troops were put in as part of George Bush's war on terrorism. The war on terrorism stands from 9/11. And are you going to announce this on national television or what?
Well, actually, we're part of MPtv. What about Afghanistan? Do you think that should be one too? Or?
I think that's been one of long enough. We've heard about it long enough. I think we should switch and go to something different for once.
Okay. And do you support the troops in Afghanistan and what they're doing?
110%, but I think they should be out of there. We have other things to do than help other countries out right now.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate that.
I don't consider myself an ordinary Canadian in that, in the most literal sense of the word, my human rights are denied. And going back to 2001, I believe I went to Detroit, Michigan from London, Ontario on August the 7th, 2001. I did go to Senator Levin's office. I did speak to the Secret Service.
No, I don't.
No? And why is that? Just like curiosity.
I don't support any wars.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe George Bush is the architect of 9/11, the two towers. And Saudi Arabians mainly were solicited to do it. And that led to the committal of troops to Afghanistan. And then because of my circumstances and being denied human rights, it led to the war in Iraq, to the second war in Iraq. And this is all structured by politicians. I believe our leaders are very incompetent men that go from blunder to blunder.
Do you support the war in Afghanistan right now with Canadian troops fighting the Taliban? And
No, I don't. No, I don't.
And why is that?
Why the killing, you know, and the young men and women have children, you know, and they're you know, children back at home, and then they come home with no parents, you know, or they don't come home and they have no parents, you know, and it's a sad thing to see, you know what I mean? And I think Bush is just a greedy person who just wants, you know, all that property that, you know, what's his name again? It's not Saddam Hussein, it's the other one.
In Iran, perhaps?
We're talking, yeah, the one they're looking for. They thought they killed, but they didn't. But
Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden has a lot of property, a lot of in the States, and I think he wants to take it all over, and it's all about money. You know what I mean? And I think it's sad. I think it's sad that our young men and young women are dying for such a stupid cause.
Afghanistan, they're killing a lot of, I mean, Canadian troops is always by mistake. I don't trust Americans.
Americans
but a lot of innocent people are being killed. Absolutely.
And I just have one more quick question.
One, it's by mistake or accidentally, I do.
In actual fact, my human rights are denied, and they're looking to me to enhance their image as politicians. The kind of thing that Ronald Reagan did, the kind of thing that Margaret Thatcher was doing.
I support the war in Afghanistan, our Canadian troops abroad.
Absolutely not.
No? And why is that, sir?
I feel that we have no reason to be there because after all, we're a peaceful country, and why not show them how to be peaceful, not to be in war? Doesn't make sense.
Okay.
The kind of thing that goes back to John Diefenbaker, where he killed the Avro project and invested either 11 or 13 million dollars in Bomark nuclear-tipped missiles that were deployed in northern Manitoba because there, theoretically, they would have the range to target Moscow.
I'm just asked to see whether the people who support the war in Afghanistan are Canadian troops.
Oh, I don't think they should be there. I don't think. I hate Bush.
Wait, no, that's fine. That's fine, actually, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm too shy.
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Now, what kind of bullshit is this that we get from our politicians?
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.